Real men despise battle, but will never run from it. To be angry is to take revenge on oneself for the mistakes of others. Ask no questions, and you'll be told no whys. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. How much money does it take to make a man happy? Just one more dollar. It is better to light one small candle than to curse the darkness. He who is satisfied with his lot is rich. Do more. The race is won by the horse that outstrips its rivals by a head. Wisdom is not wisdom when it is derived from books alone. An explained joke is no longer a joke. The shortest distance between 2 points is often unbearable. If each of us sweeps right under our feet, the whole world will be clean. A wise man gets more use from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Courage is resistance to fear. Mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Do not shake the green apple tree. When the apple is ripe, it will fall down by itself. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. It does not require many words to speak the truth. Before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem, first make sure that you are not, in fact, just surrounded by assholes. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. If you're going through hell, keep going. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. The most important thing we learn at school is the fact that the most important things can't be learned at school. One looking into a puddle sees dirt in it, the other, stars reflected in it. A happy marriage is a long conversation, which always seems too short. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. The man who does more than he is paid for will soon be paid for more than he does. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. Thinking that someone else can make you happy or unhappy is ridiculous. Through discipline comes freedom. Of all the liars in the world, sometimes the worst are our own fears. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. There are only 3 events in a man's life: birth, life, and death. He is not conscious of being born. He dies in pain, and he forgets to live. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. Tact is the knack of making a point without making an enemy. To put everything in balance is good. To put everything in harmony is better. Women make even the men more sophisticated. Fortune accompanies the brave. Genius is a mind that knows its limits. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. Do not chase after happiness. It is always in you. The best way to keep one's word is not to give it. He travels the fastest who travels alone. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. Trying to forget someone means remembering him all the time. Experience is not what happens to a man. It is what a man does with what happens to him. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in 2 bodies. Live your life as an exclamation rather than an explanation. Nothing makes a man so adventurous as an empty pocket. The future depends on what you do today. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. Well done is better than well said. Only he who controls himself is free. If you want the present to be different from the past, study the past. A goal without a plan is just a wish. The future comes slowly, the present flies, and the past stands still forever. Time is money. He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Fear of death increases in exact proportion to increase in wealth. If you wish to forget anything on the spot, make a note that this thing is to be remembered. Everyone, at some time or another, sits down to a banquet of consequences. Whoever violated trust once loses it forever. The reason why worry kills more people than work is that more people worry than work. Everything that happens before death is what counts. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. If you want to change people, why not begin on yourself? That is a lot more profitable and a lot less dangerous. To be able to forget means sanity. It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. Men always want to be a woman's first love. Women like to be a man's last romance. The world belongs to the patient. The secret to success is to do the common things uncommonly well. You can overcome bad habits only today, not tomorrow. To lead people, follow them. Never compete with someone who has nothing to lose. Begin, be bold, and venture to be wise. Stupid is the man who always remains the same. The first man gets the oyster. The second man gets the shell. It is better to make approximately correct decision than to make a precise mistake. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. No woman or man really knows what perfect love is until they have been married a quarter of a century.